Hello, everyone. We're here for B&K Bookclub Sprints. Yay. This time I'm actually going to read and start the book.
Yes.
So this is already going better than last time.
Have you started it yet?
No.
Okay.
You?
Nope.
So we will be reading Britt Marie Was Here.
Oh, I love we have different covers again.
We do have different covers again.
I don't know which one I like more. Is yours the older one?
I have no idea. I'm going with no because mine has a big man called Uwe sticker on it.
Yeah, so mine must be the older one.
But I think I like yours better.
I think I like mine because it matches the other ones better.
I agree.
Like the Beartown and all the other ones. Like
I agree.
Obey. Yeah.
Yeah, I like yours better. But we will be reading this. However, if you are joining us in reading Britt Marie Was Here, let us know in the comments. If you are not, let us know what you're reading. I'm very excited to be reading a Frederick Bachman. I'm also glad that we're starting on sprints instead of ending on sprints because guaranteed the end of Frederick Bachman is 99% going to make me cry. But the beginning probably isn't.
Me. Yeah, the beginning, no. I'm interested to see how this compares to Ove. Like,
for some
like
reason,
if we like it as much, or
I don't know because this is certainly not like a popular Frederick Bachman book.
Yeah.
Not that I'm sure it's still good, but it's not one that's like widely talked about.
Yeah.
Plus, I think it was written before Uwe.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong. When was this written? Oh no, 2016.
Okay.
So maybe not. I don't know.
I don't know either.
And that's probably when the translation came out, not the actual book. So who knows? Hello, Zoe. Early as usual. That's fine. We love having you. Hold on, I'll sign into the other account. That's right. You started a new account. This is Zoe's new account for books, which I think is great. Need to get used to using this account. I need to get used to seeing it, to be honest, because I'm just used to the addicted
picture.
Yeah. I'm used to it one way. Hi, Taylor. We'll be continuing the writing retreat. How are you liking that still?
What happened with? Did you finish it? Did you DNF it? Okay,
I finished it. I did not like it, but it's definitely a me thing. It's like a horror thriller, and that's not my cup of tea. I just don't like horror. Like, it's just not my thing.
And you said that like there is an issue with like you didn't love the.
Yeah, it reads really YA. It reads really YA until there's an explicit scene, and then it's like, oh right, it's not YA. So
okay.
It just threw me off a little. Yes, we want to know. Really liking it so far. Very good. I think I was the only one who didn't, to be truthfully honest. But that's okay. Hello, Zoe. Hello, Rainy. Not reading Britt Marie. I plan on it soon, but got to get serious. A dent in my second book for the Cyrus vlog. Daisy Hates. Nice. Hello, Alicia. Reading Britt Marie Was Here. Yay. Rainy is 55% into the writing retreat. Oh, this is your first Bachman. Okay. Now,
I don't know if that's a good pick.
I don't know if
we'll
see after. First Bachman. So it may be. I haven't read it. Personally, I think Ove is of the ones I've read.
I don't know. I think Beartown for me.
Really? I just feel like Beartown's a heavier Bachman.
I know. I love it.
I love Beartown too.
I love those types of books.
I guess it was your first Bachman.
Yeah, maybe that's why it holds like a special place in my heart.
It was my first Bachman too. So I guess, yeah. My favorite Bachman is The Winners.
I haven't read that one yet, but Neve and I are buddy reading in June, so we'll see.
As of yet. I love Frederick Bachman though. Every single Frederick Bachman I've read has given 5 stars except for Us Against You.
Yeah, that was a 4. I can't see us hating this, to be honest. Like I can't see
it. I fully expect I'm going into this with 5-star predictions, to be honest.
At least 4 for me, yeah.
Because Frederick Bachman has become one of my favorite authors.
Yeah.
Not because they write good characters, although they do, but they're very flawed characters, so you have to like get over that. You're not going into a Frederick Bachman book to love the characters. That's not why. In the end, you tend to. We have cool moments.
I feel like in Ove, I would say that was one where I didn't hate any of the characters, really.
No.
Fairtown, I did.
Yeah. I mean, you're supposed to.
Yeah, that's the point.
Sure.
Yeah.
Taylor is 106 pages into the writing retreat, and everyone's saying hello. I am, but it's starting to get weird. It gets weird, Rainey. It gets weird. Which, again, I said this last night on Sprints. I'm not one of those people who, like, if a book is touted as weird, flocks to read it.
Yeah.
Like, that's just not my cup of tea, the weird books. But I know it has a big audience. So
it does, yeah.
It's just not my thing. Yeah, it gets weirder. I can't talk now all of a sudden. It does. It's a ride.
I think I'm passing on this book, to be honest.
I don't think you would like it, to be honest. Like, I've read enough thrillers with you to know what you like.
Yeah.
Because even thrillers we disagree on, I know why you wouldn't like them. Does that make sense? Like, I would, if I read One by Ruth Ware, I would know you wouldn't like it.
Yeah.
So, like, I understand. Depends on the type of weird.
Rainey does like the weird ones. That's for sure.
Rainey, I think you might like this. I think Rainey might like it. Good morning, Nicole. How are you? It must be very early in the morning for you. I feel like it's got to be like before 7 a.m. I've lost the ability to do Australian time zone change now that we've all fallen forward and back, though, to be truthfully honest.
Yeah.
It's weird seeing my face on screen because you have your face in your profile picture now. I like it. It's nice. Oh, I'm wrong. It's still early, though.
You were close. You were very close.
I was so close, but it's still early. 7:30 a.m. is still early. That's me at least one cup of coffee in at this point.
That's me probably not up yet. Or just well, it depends. If I'm working, if not from home, I'm up at 6:30. But
yeah, it's the whole, like, I have a child who is my alarm clock.
Yeah, thankfully I don't have that. So,
and is reliably up before 7 a.m. I am good. We are good. I'm very excited to read this book.
Yeah, honestly, I tried. Well, I didn't. I had. Well, let me start over. Yeah, I was gonna start it. Actually, like, I was trying to, like, hold myself back from starting it yesterday. Yeah, because I was kind of like, when you keep thinking about a book and you're like, I want to read that, but that's what I did with Four Winds. I ended up starting early, and then I didn't feel bad because you didn't start it. So then I'm like, okay, I don't have to feel bad.
I was just glad that you carried it for the group because I was
which is good because I, like, flew through it, so, like, I had not a hard time keeping up. But this one, I'm like, no, I'm not going to start it because I know you're not passing this month up for sure.
Oh, no.
Like,
absolutely. Yeah, not that definitely. I love Kristen Hanna. I'm surprised. Oh, yeah. There was a lot of extenuating circumstances. It was not the book. Yeah. And I am excited to read that. And I have it slated for a video now that I need to read it again. But
you'll love it.
I'm very excited to read this because Frederick Bachman is my favorite author. Like, I used to say I can't pick a favorite author, but I now can.
I can pick a few. It's actually not too long either. It's only 309 pages. So
no,
I feel like
almost the exact same size as Uwe.
Yeah, so I feel like our page breakdown is going to be like, what, 70
pages? I think the first section is 60 pages. Like,
yeah, 60, so very doable.
It's 61 pages is day one. So that should be very doable. We're going to do 3 sprints and we're going to knock out at least 60 pages. I probably won't stop, though, to be truthfully honest.
I'm still reading Wild at Heart, so I'm
very jealous that you went into the next few books of the Simple
I haven't read it in like 2 days, but at least. But I don't know. I may, if I get hooked on this, I won't put it down. So we'll see. It's hard. It's easy to keep a book, like, put down when you haven't picked it up in like 2 days. Yeah. So I'm like, I want to read that, but I haven't picked it up in a few days. So I'm kind of like, I could get hooked on this and then just go over to that.
Absolutely. Oh, are you physically reading or do you have the audiobook?
I am. Is that on Scribd?
No.
Okay, then I'm definitely just physically reading.
I put it on hold at my library and it has not come in yet. So I will be physically reading, which is fine.
I'm not disappointed about that, yeah.
No, I'm okay with that. That's fine. I've done both with Frederick Bachman books. I've done 50% immersive reading and 50% of the ones I've read as physical. So
yeah,
I can do that. It's totally fine. It is, I would assume, classified as lit fic.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't see what else they would classify this as. Yeah, literary fiction. Frederick Bachman, it's translated fiction, so you have to go into it with that in mind. Not that that's a problem, but it is translated.
Know that.
Yeah.
I remember you telling me this before, but it just
Swedish
went out in my head. Oh,
Swedish?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Yes, now it's coming back. It is, yeah.
One of those countries. So it is translated fiction, but it's very lyrical. Like, in my opinion, it's very lyrical writing. Like, I will find quote after quote after quote in a Frederick Bachman book that I'm like, oh my gosh, that is just, like, there's just quote after quote after quote that is, like, beautiful and, like, catches me. And I'm like, and that's why I love Frederick Bachman so much.
Have you read Anxious People?
No, I have not. The only ones I've read is all of Beartown, all three, and Uwe.
So we're basically on the same. I haven't read the winners, but we're basically.
Yeah.
So we may have to add Anxious People for a book club book next year.
We totally could do that. I'm determined to read his whole backlist, but his backlist isn't very long.
No, it's not. What's the other one? The grandmother one.
There's the grandmother one, and then there's a larger one.
Yes,
as well. There's like a novella and like a larger one.
Yeah.
And I think that's it. Like, there's not a huge amount. Anxious People.
My grandmother
every
sends
morning,
her regards.
Yes. So there's Every Morning the Way Home Gets Longer and Longer, which is the novella. And then
The Deal of a Lifetime.
Yes, which I've never heard of. But yes, there's that one. And then there's the grandmother one. And that's it. So like, we only have about 4 Bachmans after this.
I mean, we're not going to pick a novella for like a book club book, because that would be like
it's a 1-hour audiobook.
So, but we'll do like a longer one.
Yeah, we'll do either Anxious People. I think the grandmother one might be too emotional for a book club book.
Yeah, maybe Anxious People. But I heard Anxious People is really anxiety provoking.
I could see that. I could see that. Love the Wild series. We just read book 1.
Oh, good. So good.
We have become obsessed. Oh, it's on UK script. Nice. I'm a little jealous. Not read anything by this author before. Well, I hope you love Frederick Bachman as much as I do.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, never mind. In case I'll be listening, The Black Bird and Diamond Painting. Lovely. We are at the end of the comments, and I'm very excited to read this book. So
me too.
We've gone back to it. I don't know if you saw on Sprints last night, but my fancy timer would not make any noise. So it kept going on with no sound.
Okay.
So everyone wanted me to make animal sounds to let them know the timer went off. And I just decided to go back to an oldie but a goodie timer of Pomodoro Kitty.
Okay.
And let the timer make the animal sounds so that I don't have to. So here we go. That's what we're going to be using tonight. Are you ready?
Yep.
Let's go. Hello.
Hello.
We're back. How did we do?
I'm midway through chapter 5, I believe.
Okay, I got to the end of chapter 4 and we only had a couple minutes left, so I was like, well, I'll just stop there. But we're basically in the same spot.
Yeah, we're not far off. I feel like I just didn't really do anything that sprint besides read, so I feel like things that distract me will pop up shortly. So
absolutely, it always happens.
It reads quick though.
Yeah, I feel like Frederick Bachman always does.
Beartown didn't read quick for me.
Fair.
Because
it's heavy.
Yeah, and it was my first one from him, so I just was like, I don't know, my first book from that author, I kind of have to get used to like how they write.
The writing style is different too.
Yeah.
And I think somewhat because it's translated, but also just like the lyrical style of the writing is a little bit different.
Yeah.
Hello, Nina. How are you? What are you reading today? Taylor read 28 pages, stopping to brush teeth and give my kid a bath. Alicia got to chapter 5, so we're right in the same spot. Completely forgot y'all had sprints. Hi, bestie. Got coffee and made it to 19% of my book. Nina, what book? I want to know what you're reading.
Yes.
I'm sure that I knew from sprints last night, but no, that's not what I thought you were reading. And I'm so glad you're reading it because I love this book.
I need to read this. I got it recently, like maybe last month, and I need to read it.
I'm so glad. This was a 5-star read for me. It was the only 5-star read of Rom-Comathon for me this past time. So good. Lots of highs to Neva. I need to start this, but I'm currently overwhelmed. Maybe not a good time to start a Bachman if you're overwhelmed. I can understand this. I'm currently in the middle of so many books, and I need to finish some of them before Peace Talks this weekend, because Peace Talks are happening this weekend, and I have a whole stack of books that I want to read for Peace Talks, and I need to finish some of the books that I'm currently reading.
Have you started Throne of Glass?
No.
Okay, good. I was like ready to like start my things early before my vacation and everything. I did read Legends of Lattes, so I am ahead a little next month, but I haven't read this month yet. Do
we have a live show date for that yet picked?
Legends and Lattes?
No, Throne of Glass.
Yes.
We do.
It is.
We're back to the times now where you keep track of my schedule better than I do.
It is April 30th at 12 p.m. EST.
Oh, dear. Okay.
So, coming up. I'm worried about it too.
But I will read it before the 30th. Yep. I just got the audiobook like yesterday.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to read it, start it hopefully Monday, and then finish it by
That
Friday.
will not be happening because like I said, I think I'm in the middle of 7 books.
Wow. Oh, like okay. I'm in the middle of 2.
And hold on. Let's check this number. It's an excessive amount.
I think the most I've read at one point was like 3, max 4. I don't think I've ever read 4.
5. I'm in the middle of 5. But I need to finish at least like 2 or 3 of those before Peace Talks on Friday night.
Good luck.
Yeah. Thanks. I need it. You would think I would be further along in my reading since I have sprinted for the last 5 days, but no.
Sometimes that's not how it happens. Yeah.
You would think, but that's not what has happened. And I don't know what to tell you about why, because I don't know. Read 43 pages and completed a section of my diamond painting. It's a host fave for Realmathon. I don't blame whoever. I don't know what host picked this, but like it's a great book. So I agree. Currently exporting my week in the life vlog for Friday. I finished editing it, but it's sadly still 45 minutes long. Wow. I love a good vlog.
I'm like, every video I edit, I'm like, oh, it's 3 minutes, it's 5 minutes. Like, I cut anything out that's like nonsense, I guess.
Kelsey has the opposite problem.
Yeah.
I could never put out a 3-minute video. I talk way too much. I
don't know how it I don't purposely try to do it. It's just when I edit, it ends up like 3 to 5 minutes always.
I know, I get a 7-minute one. I'm like, does she talk faster than me? She must.
I'm like, and somehow I get everything out. So I think my longest was like maybe 10 minutes or 12 minutes.
Yeah.
But usually it's right on the 3 to 4 minutes. I don't know what happens. I don't know.
It's a talent. I wish I could get
Yeah.
it's like sometimes I'm like, oh no, this video is getting my rom-comathon vlog. I was like, oh, this is gonna be long. But it had 7 books in it, so that made sense.
Yeah, yeah.
Just under 100 pages to finish. You got this. You're loving it. I'm so glad you're loving it. It's so good. Kelsey, you need to read this because you're going to love it.
I know I'm gonna love it. No one's hated it, so I just need to read it.
So good. Doing the layout for my cross stitch and needlework digital magazine. Nice. Should be getting the new, I know the new one just came out and I want it. I almost went to the bookstore and bought it. I stupidly did not pre-order it during that pre-order sale.
True, you should have done that.
Yes, I should have. Why did I not do that? I have no reason. Also reading Twisted Love. Oh, are you liking this? I just put this on my Kindle today. The reason I did that was today I was watching Brooklyn Sprints from last night because I went to bed after my sprints and I did not go and talk with Brooklyn. So I wanted to see what Brooklyn and Leandra were up to. And
I 3-starred this.
What?
I 3-starred this.
It?
This is the first book, right? In the series? Yeah. I read it, I think about a year ago, maybe. And I 3-starred it. It was meh. Like, I hear the rest of the series is better, so I'm going to continue with it. But
it's smutty. It must be because it was a quick book pick.
Yeah. It's not like really, really heavily smutty.
Well, I was thinking about doing it for smut, like putting it as an option because obviously I can't pick my smut den.
Smut for sure.
I can't pick my smut den TBR until the weekend because you like spin the wheel every day to see what you're reading.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like this is a good like option for smut den. I think. By the way, if anyone has recommendations of dark romances that are on KU and also have an audiobook, because it's only 72 hours in the smut den, I need both things to be true. Please let me know because I want to read all the smut for the smut den. Because last year when they did smut den, I was not in my romance era and I skipped the readathon because I did not read romance, let alone dark romance last year. Yeah. I was like, that's not my readathon and I ignored it. This year, I am in my romance era and they're letting me do 72 hours of smut and I want to participate. But because I'm new to the dark romance world, I need recommendations. So please let me know. Going to the bookstore tomorrow. What should I buy? Any recs for thrillers or maybe even YA? What's some good thrillers I've read recently? I always feel like whenever people ask me for recs,
Flicker in the Dark was really good. What else? I mean, I'm just gonna give random ones that I like. Silent Patient. What else?
Jar of Hearts was really good. Rainy
like
made me read this, and it may be my favorite thriller of all time. Big word. You didn't like it?
No, I need to read it.
Oh, I was like,
I need to get it, and then I need to read it.
I would be very surprised if you.
I want the hardcover, and the hardcover is very pricey.
Oh.
I just don't like the paperback cover of it.
That makes
sense. Unless
I
can find that one in paperback, like the one that's in hardback. But the paperback is completely different.
Yeah, it looks different.
I don't like it. So I'm waiting for a good sale on the hardback, but nothing.
In My Dreams, I Hold a Knife. I think
that one's good.
Recommend that to you.
The Last Housewife by Ashley Winstead's really good, but trigger warnings all around. So
I haven't read that.
It's not a light thriller.
I haven't read that. Rainey picked it for that video, but I haven't read it yet.
I'm interested to see if you like it.
I think I will.
Yeah.
To be honest, Rainey is going with a lot of 5. Like, if this turns out as it's already starting to this vlog of Rainey picks my TBR, Rainey should always pick my TBR. Like every month, Rainey should pick my TBR because it's going very well.
What other books did she pick?
The Last Housewife, The Simple Wild, Jar of Hearts, They Never Learn.
I don't know this book. They Never Learn.
It's like a dark academia thriller where these women kill men, like problematic men at the university. Yeah. Haven't read it yet, but I need to. And Other People's Clothes.
Oh, well, yeah, I knew that would be on there.
Yeah.
Oh, I've never even seen They Never Learned the Cover.
The books
Interesting.
get better as you go for Twisted Love. Just remember that it's a debut novel. It's a debut novel?
Yeah.
Okay. Twisted Love has to go
That's,
in ATBR.
I'm going to give the rest of the series a chance. I'm not like rushing to read it. Like they're on my Kindle and they're ready to read.
But I did my roles already for my Timmy's TBR. I just did the roles. I didn't pick any books or anything. And a debut novel might possibly be a prompt I have to fill.
So that works out well then.
So that's interesting information. Slow, I don't know yet. I'm only 23 pages in.
Yeah.
I have a whole list of books for that readathon. Nina, can you like send me a list on Instagram of your list? Pretty please. Did Smut Den last year, even though I was not in my romance era because I was in my smut era. Fair. I bought Bree from Four Positive Books just put out new merch, and one of them is like, I'm in my smut era or something like that, which I bought. And I will have that for vlogging the smutathon because, you know, it works perfectly. Hi, Jean. I'm sorry you're still feeling unwell. Going to read The Roommate Arrangement, Romance. Love it. Had The Silent Patient. I love The Silent Patient. We buddy read that, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I want In My Dreams I Hold a Knife. It's so good. I have to get that through Amazon, though. If you don't give Other People's Clothes 5 stars, you better not tell her. I know. I think that's the one Rainy's the most nervous for me to read. It's going to be the next one I read, but it will be after Peace Talks. Because at this point, it's just finish the books that I'm reading and then read for Peace Talks this weekend, which is all the romance. Basically, I'm doing a smut den just for Peace Talks.
Yeah.
Downloaded Twisted Love the other day. Yes, that is the author. Yep. Yes, thank you very much. We appreciate. Are we ready to go into a sprint?
Yep.
Let me pull up the comments and start. Oh, there we go. Are you ready?
Yep.
Let's go.
Hello.
Hey.
So I'm at almost chapter 8.
Oh, I'm in the middle of chapter 8. Hold on.
So we're close.
I'm on page 52, which I think is in the middle of chapter 8.
Okay.
But let
So
me
I'm a tiny bit behind you, but pretty close still.
I think I'm in the middle of chapter 8. That's what I thought. So we're almost done today's pages, and I'm going to continue forth during the sprint.
Yeah, it was only like 50 something pages.
Yeah, like 60.
So I'm going to continue to a little bit. So
hold on, let me figure out where we were. Yes, because I love your hair. I love your hair.
Mm-hmm.
I have not read any Sophie Lark. I want to. I could not find the audiobooks. So I don't know if they'll work for Smut Den. If someone knows where the audiobooks are, then I can revisit that. But since it's only for 72 hours, I really want books that I have both physical or Kindle and audio, just because there's only so much
easier.
I can read in 72 hours. Switching to a Kindle book since my husband fell asleep. Not sure what I'm reading yet. If you need options, we can help you. Hello, how are you? Hi, Sarah. I saw this comment and looked before I popped on because I was like, that's an excellent question. And I finished chapter 12. So, whatever that is. Everyone's saying hi to Sarah. Alicia finished chapter 8. So
we're all still around the same part. So
we're doing pretty good. Think I'm going to switch to middle game. Very good. Read 40 pages that time, 36 pages to finish. Nice. So close. I always find this happens. We always do 3 sprints on book club nights, and we pretty much always finish the first night's pages in the first 2 sprints. Because it's usually about.
Well, I guess technically I haven't yet because I'm still like a little bit to go.
No,
but
neither am I, but I only have like 6 pages. So I'm
honestly, I haven't been like pushing myself. Do you know, like when you're actually like kind of not forcing yourself to read, but like to stay focused? Like I'm kind of doing other things. So I'm not, because it's such a short book. I'm like, I'll have no issue. Like,
oh yeah, it's super tiny, super tiny. Exactly. I just know once I get into it, because right now we're still just kind of like getting into who is who.
What are your thoughts so far, like without spoiling it in this?
My thoughts so far, I really, okay. Hold on. Let me collect my thoughts.
Without spoiling anything, exactly. But I think
that's why I was like, hold on, let me collect my thoughts. My thoughts are right now, I'm still sinking my teeth into the story, but I feel like that's always the start of a Frederick Bachman book. It takes a minute because the characters are not always the easiest characters to instantly love.
They're not likable at the beginning.
And not that they're not even
aren't likable at the end.
They're hard to like relate to right away. I do like some of the talk around Britt Marie's marriage as someone who's been through not that exact situation, obviously, but through a divorce. I relate to that part of the character.
Yeah.
I am not shocked that it's set in a struggling town because that's the Frederick Bachman MO as well.
Yeah.
And it's good so far, but it's like not my favorite yet.
Yeah, I like it. Like I know I don't want to say anything. So I know Britt Marie, like she is, how do I say it without spoiling it because it doesn't say it on the cover. There's something.
Are you talking about the neurodiversity of Britt Marie?
Is that a spoiler?
No.
Okay.
I mean, it's not in the synopsis, but you find it out in like the first 10 paragraphs. So yeah.
I'm like trying to, like at the beginning, I was like, oh my God, she's driving me insane. And then I started realizing like it was more than just like her personal preference.
Right.
So now I'm finding that like, I think I'll like her as a character.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm starting to already kind of like not relate to her, but I have some things like that I just like a certain way, like OCD like. So like I'm kind of finding that I'm like, oh yeah, you know, I get where she's coming from.
Absolutely.
You know? So and in a way, she's reminding me of Obi in a sense. I don't know if you got.
I said this in my TBR that I feel like I didn't know this to be a fact, but it felt to me just from reading the synopsis that it was like the female Uwe.
Yes.
Like it was that. It's different. It's a different way.
sense, but I'm still getting that general, like, everyone sucks. Yes. Like, I like things my way. Like, I actually am starting to really like her. So at the beginning, I wasn't sure, but then I started like realizing like why she's doing things. So
really liked her banter with the girl at the unemployment agency.
Yeah.
I was really.
I felt bad for her, like as a person who's worked in retail, but at the same time, I was dying laughing.
I really enjoyed that. The only thing that is bugging me is that they are using the word somebody as a name.
Yes.
And I would really like that to end.
I know. I was like, hey, we'll get the name in a second. And then we never got the name.
We still haven't.
Yeah.
And I don't know. The thing is, I don't want to call that out as a book problem because it may be a translation issue.
That is true, actually. Or we're just going to call them somebody and then we'll get their name later. I don't really know.
But as of right now, that's the only thing that's really like, will we just get a name?
Yeah, yeah.
But I don't know if that's a translation issue because I haven't found that any of the Frederick Mockman books have bad translations, but this I think is translated by a different person.
Yeah.
So some things sometimes get lost in a translation.
Yeah, which honestly, I never realized. I know you said to me that it was a translation, but I think it like I heard you say it, but then I just like forgot it because I'm like, it's just translated so well that I just within the books that I read that I didn't even think of it.
Yeah, and I think it's actually probably a hard one to do because of how quotable it is.
Yeah,
you have still the essence of what Frederick Mockman was trying to say and still make it quotable.
Exactly. Yeah.
I feel like that would be really difficult. At 25%, loving this book. Daniel is so sweet. I agree. I hate myself for having it in my TBR this whole time and not getting it to it sooner. I felt like that about Ninth House. I was like,
I felt like that about Simple Wild.
That too. But Ninth House, I was like, I've been trying to read this book for 3 years.
Oh my God. Okay. Simple Wild was in like 5 months.
I 5-starred it.
Oh, wow.
Like, why did I wait? See, yeah. So I probably will read those, but not for Smut Den because I want audiobooks for Smut Den.
Yeah.
On chapter 9, so I will try and catch up. No worries, because if you missed this earlier, but I'm currently in the middle of reading like
a
large stack of books. So no rush because I can always read something else. It's totally fine. Also read nothing, still fighting with the stupid video.
You're always having video issues, I feel like.
I feel like that's just YouTube, to be honest.
Yeah.
I need to upload my video for tomorrow still.
Have you edited it?
Oh yeah, it's ready.
Oh, okay. It's ready to go at least.
I just need to put it on the YouTubes. So that'll take, usually what I'll do is, because it takes forever, since I started to film in 4K.
Okay, yeah.
So what I'll do is I'll upload it. It runs the SD processing, but not the HD and the 4K for a while. So once that's done and the checks are done, I usually just schedule it. And by morning, it has run through all the other things. So, because I'm not going to sit there and watch it tell me.
No.
I don't have the time. Want to try Sophie Lark 2. I have a couple of her books on my TBR. I think one of them is the host favorite for Realmathon. Maybe I'll try that next. Very nice. Yeah, the differences between the audio and physical are noticeable. Oh.
Is this for Britt Marie?
Yes. Is the name in the audio?
And how are you liking it so far?
Yes. Let us know. That's interesting. Okay. That's really interesting. I wonder if there's differences between my book and your book.
Yeah.
Where they're different. Like maybe they're different translators.
Yeah, maybe we'll find. Hopefully nothing major. Like mine says somebody.
Obviously not, because we've been pretty much in agreement with everything.
Yeah.
So it'd probably be really small things, if anything.
Which we might not even notice. Yeah.
Ninth House was so good. Why did we wait so long? And I cannot wait to read Hellbent. So I have Hellbent I think I'm going to read it next month for a video project. I think that's the plan. Okay. No, it's still somebody in the audio. Why does it not have a name? Like, really?
Maybe we'll get one. Who knows? I don't know.
Every character has a name except for the girl at the employment agency. We just call her the girl.
Yeah, you're right, actually.
Yeah. Also, but we call her the girl as like, but like they're using somebody as a name. Yeah. And it's throwing me off a little bit. So, you know. Okay, feeling so far. I feel like after the character into it, I will get more. Yeah. I always feel like this with Frederick Bachman books. Like it takes a minute to like get to know why the character is the way they are.
I find at the beginning, I'm like, oh, this character is going to be so annoying to read. And then I'm like, I love this character.
Well, wait.
Like midway, I'm like, I love them.
And by the end, I'm like,
I know. I feel like it's just such a roller coaster. Like
I feel like the only unredeemable character in a Frederick Bachman book was the Kevin.
Yeah. There's probably a few more. I feel like, well, they kind of redeemed in the second book, like a little bit, certain ones.
Oh, we can't speak about the other characters
but
until we read the winners. We cannot, because I know things you don't know.
Yeah.
And they're very big things.
Yeah, don't spoil anything. June, Neve and I are reading it.
Pages of information that you don't.
I feel like that book is so massive. I don't even know how long it's going to take me to get through it.
I highly recommend the audiobook.
Is it on script?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. I did it through audio because I was really late on the vlog. And I'm glad I did because by the end, I couldn't actually even read the pages. I was crying so hard. Mm-hmm. So the audiobook was I was not okay. I was not fine. I was really... Did
I show you how different the books are? Like, I think I showed you guys once in a live. Like, how Beartown's really and then Winners is like massive and it just doesn't match at all. So I wonder if they're going to create one that's like even and like looks nice.
That would be nice if they did that.
It would.
Yes, of course we can buddy read it, Neva.
Wait, which book is this? Oh, the Ninth House. Yeah.
Hellbent. I'm doing it for the 7 people here can know what this is for. I'm doing it for the Title Chain Project because I needed a book that started with hell.
Well, that's good. So. That's a hard one to pick. So,
this one was a hard one because we ended with people. So the only book that I could think of was People We Meet on Vacation, but that led me to Vacation.
Yeah.
Which was
I can't think of any other
as well. To find a book that started with vacation. I found one that starts with vacations. So I'm making a small addendum that is okay.
That is okay, yeah.
I feel like an S is not a huge issue. It's still vacation.
Yeah.
We're gonna go with it. But are we ready for our last sprint?
Yep.
Let me hold on. Pull up all the banners and the things that we require. Okay, let's read.
Spring-like.
I know. Don't you love it?
I do.
I went full on spring.
Well, do you know how there was an ice storm last Wednesday and like we lost power? Yeah, today it's 20, tomorrow's 24. It's crazy. It's like so drastically.
I know, because Cal was on sprints with me last night, and Cal's in Ontario too.
Okay.
And he was like, it's so warm today. Was it warm in Nova Scotia? I was like, yes. It was like 18 degrees yesterday.
Yeah.
It'll probably snow tomorrow, but
probably.
Welcome to Canada. Spring is every second you're like, it's here. And then
it's not. The morning it's here. Oh wait, afternoon. Yeah. Summer.
Oh no, crushing our dreams every 5 seconds.
I know.
But let's read.
Hello.
We had my
I just saw that. How long was it disconnected for?
I came back and I was like, oh, we have 1 minute left. And I went to turn my camera on. And this has been happening a lot in StreamYard lately, that it disconnects my camera, but it doesn't say it's disconnected. So usually if I just go in the settings and toggle it, it comes back.
I was like, I'm just gonna like go live without like I can pull up comments. Like,
so I was toggling it in the settings, and normally that works fine, fixes it, no problem. Nope, wasn't fixing it. And then all of a sudden it was like completely disconnected. And I was like,
of course. Great.
Well, at least I can talk, I'm pretty sure. I just can't be on the thing. So I was like, worst case scenario, I will just communicate this to Kelsey.
Exactly.
And we will just end the stream and it will be fine.
Yeah.
But I don't, hold on. I think I have my camera set in there. Okay. I think I was in low definition because I was trying to like, I was fiddling in the back, just trying to get it to turn back on. And I don't know why this keeps happening. And I think it's StreamYard. StreamYard has a bunch of new things. And it's making things not work.
I hate new things.
You know, it's great. Yeah. New things are good and bad at the same time.
Yeah. Good once they, that period where they go wrong. After that.
Exactly. So. Exactly. Everything's fine though. Everything is totally fine. I love that we switch places though.
I know. I keep looking this way and I'm like, no, that's me.
Now it looks like we're on your channel.
That's true. But everyone here knows.
Everyone here knows. It's totally fine. How did you do?
I barely. So I ate dinner. Well, I ate lunch late. So I ate lunch at like 4 because I was off this afternoon. I had an appointment. And then dinner was like, okay, I ate at 4. And then I was like hungry now only. So I just ate dinner now during this sprint, which is crazy late. But anyway, so I barely read. I'm midway through chapter 8 though. And she's like talking about Ingrid. That's all I'm going to say. That point.
How do I not remember this? I just read it 5 seconds ago.
Like, there's nothing major. I'm just saying that's the point. There's nothing major.
Isn't that one of the children? Ingrid?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's who I thought we were talking about. But then I second guessed my life choices.
No, it's nothing major. It's just that's the point I'm at, basically.
Oh, okay.
Because I kind of narrowed down where I am, but you don't even remember.
For a second, I was like, I didn't feel like that was that big of a plot point.
It's not. It's just like, I'm like, that's where I am. But I'm almost I'll finish it up after this. And
yeah.
I probably won't read more tonight.
No, I got to the end of chapter 9.
Okay, so right where we
And I've been talking to Neva on Instagram. So,
yeah. So
all good. All good. We had a Ro join us in that sprint. Hello, Ro. Unfortunately, we're heading off, but thank you for popping in. Okay, good news is I finished my book. The bad news, I fell asleep and don't know the ending.
Oh.
I've done this with an audiobook before. I've done this.
I have too. I hate audiobooks at night because it's just like I'll fall right asleep, basically.
And yes, I will see you tomorrow. I'm doing daytime sprints tomorrow. So if anyone's looking for daytime sprints, I've learned that I can't typically do daytime sprints, but I have help this week because my family is on vacation.
Nice.
So I've been doing more daytime sprints this week. And I'm like, daytime sprints are the jam because you're not tired.
I know. We could have actually did them today because I was home by like 4 and just kind of, or like 3:30 actually, and just kind of like, oh, okay, I'll just wait till we have sprints. So then I went to McDonald's and got like a drink there. I
saw your story and I was like, yeah, these look good.
They're good. Like I did strawberry and lemonade like mixed because I heard that it's like strawberry and lemonade basically. Mm-hmm. So it's so good.
Yeah, it looked good.
So
it looked good. Okay, but that is the end of sprints for this evening. Thank you so much for hopping on with us and we will see you soon. Bye.